travels here. He made it here in person, and getting his chance to play on the stream he watches so often. He's also a supporter of the Gold Squadron, and I thank him for his help. Super excited here. If you guys see his ARC 170, I want to get a close-up of it later. It actually is repping some GSP on it. If we enhance on those wings, if you got a 4K TV, maybe you can see it. It has GSP written on the sides of those. So should be a good game there. So Judealan bringing Mace Windu with just the Delta 7B title. Mace, a very versatile 3 Force user, really, really good, always good. And bringing 3 ARC 170s, he has Sinker, who is in the yellow there, sporting the GSP theme, and 2 of the 104th Battalion pilots. And then Carl on the right here, is attempting the boost. I'm not sure that's going to make it. Nope, fails the boost there. So trying to set up I think a pincer there on Mace. That's not going to happen. A little bit too close to the rock there at the top. Again, so Carl bringing 2 of these Fang Fighters, the Zealous Recruits. Captain Seavord to get rid of some of those tokens using his ability. And then Han Solo with Trick Shot, Tobias Beckett, Kira, Hot Shotgunner, Engine Upgrade, and the Lando Millennium's Falcon title. And I see a couple people making a comment. Yes, we are playing and streaming on that Coruscant Invitational mat, the original, the one that spurred so much controversy when it popped up on the Swap and Sell on Facebook for the first time. If you don't know the story, ask somebody. It's a good story. Captain Seavor, because he is a mining guild tie, can ignore rocks. Homie don't care. At least when moving. He can't shoot while on rocks, but his ability still works. Does this event have a nice sun effect? I mean, we're definitely going to get some. The front of the store is all glass. We're as far back as we could get. I'm super excited here today. Let's go ahead and get this party started, guys. Hopefully, let's see who's going to be the faithful. Who is going to rock out? Who's going to rock out 9 rounds with me today? Who's sticking with me? 9 rounds. How many rounds do you guys think you got in you? Put it in the chat. How many rounds do you think you got? Reality Lemon. Somebody said I got 7. 1 or 2, 3 and 4. A gunboat for every round. Hey guys, I'm alone here, man. I'm just trying to have friends to hang out with. All 10. Look at you going extra. We're going to get the stream poll up here in a minute. If you've never participated in our stream poll, it's extremely easy to do. We want you to go ahead and choose your champion. You got Judealan or Carl. 1 for Judealan, 2 for Carl. All you got to do is type the number and press enter. King Chimp says start streaming before 4 p.m. and I'll stick around longer. I don't know where are you located. I'm sorry. It's my Americanness that kind of affects some things. All right, they're cleaning up their tokens here. So right now in the opening of the poll with 44 people, 45 right now. Danger Man says never apologize for America. Yeah, I want to see how Carl is going to utilize the combo he's got going here. So with with Seavor, you can get rid of those tokens with his ability. You got Han Solo with Hot Shot Gunner able to get rid of a focus token after shooting. And then you got the Fangs there, probably hanging out at range 1, ready to Ready to pop something. Hambone77 says he'll be at work all day. Well, hopefully I make your day just a little better. Yes, this is Dion Morales in the morning. I saw somebody say that. Welcome. Right now, Judealan, the heavy favorite by the crowd, 71% to 28. Looks like we finished the planning. We should be going into systems here. Nothing in the systems. It's party time. 4 straight for the Pink Fang. Looks like he's trying to get on the flank here. 4 straight. Probably get a left boost, but I'm not sure. I mean, he might attempt it. I'm not sure if that's going to fit, though. I think he would have needed to do the 5 there. Might just drop the focus. He's going to barrel, give himself a little room. I like the move. People saying that Judealan has the home field advantage. I mean, he's repping the GSP shirt. He's got a GSP painted up sinker. I mean, I can't say that I'm biased, but I like it. All right, here we go. 3 bank coming in from the Green Fang, ready to get his joust on, setting up for that 5 straight next turn, most likely. Get in the face of those arcs. So the arc's not quite committing yet. 2 straight there from the green, and getting ready for bank maneuver next turn. 2 straight as well. I'm probably expecting a 1 straight from sinker. A couple people asking about Mace's ability. Mace Windu says after you execute a red maneuver, you may regenerate a force, essentially. And 3 bank. Seavor doing his thing. He gets to do actions. Mining Guild ties naturally because of their ship ability, just to go ahead and ignore rocks when moving. And 1 straight from sinker, keeping him far back enough where he's not in range for a shot, most likely, but we'll be able to 1 bank around that rock. I like the play there. I like it. Drops the focus there. Too hard here from Mace. Just hanging out right behind sinker. Probably going to get a fine-tuned barrel roll towards the bottom of our board here. Or he might just naturally barrel roll. Honestly, doesn't matter. So used to just calling out that fine-tuned. And there's the barrel roll. Han is up. Has Kira crew. He's able to target lock an obstacle in order to ignore it. Probably just going to go ahead and lock that debris. He's choosing to rotate the arc. I mean, he might just be saying, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and rush through that anyway. Homie don't care. All right, looks like no shots this turn. We are back at Dials. Good morning to everybody who's joining us today. Epionic making a comment there. Yes, Judealan. He's a regular here in the Gold Squadron viewership and is playing on the stream today. Super excited to have him. Give him a shout out next time you see him. Lou the Lunatic asking, where's the autopilot drone? If you listen to the Gold Squadron podcast, our actual podcast, which is live on all the places you got podcasts, and of course, you could watch it on YouTube as well. We do a live recording. Marcel Manzano, during the List of the Week segment, He likes himself some autopilot drone. This is what we learned. All right. A couple people asking if there's no escape craft, can he actually have it on the ship? I mean, the ship model, right, on the card in like the bottom corner actually has it in the guides. So, I mean, it's fine. It's thematic. It looks cool. The players know that there is no autopilot drone in play or no, shuttle in play. So, should be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. As long as players communicate, it's all good. Keep it casual. The guy's pretty casual here at the Covenant store. Guys like to talk during the game, communicate, keeping it nice and friendly. I approve. 100% Gold Squadron approved. Eagle-itis. That's a little too on the nose, man. Little too on the nose. Funny, though. How's it going, Alex? And there's the 5 forward I called last turn. Fangs doing what they do. They getting aggressive. So if Judealan does that one bank, that probably bumps. Carl might even get a little more aggressive here and boost in. I wouldn't doubt it. He's just going to go ahead and drop the focus. 2 bank will go ahead and clear the stress. And we'll get a boost focus most likely here. Using those linked actions. There it is. All right, let's see what these arcs are doing. Going for the 1 bank. We'll see if he actually is able to catch arc here. So pink is going to have a shot, looks like. Oh, well. There you go. Drops the focus there. 1 bank from green. That's going to be close whether or not that's in arc, but most likely both of them will have that sinker reroll. He's debating the barrel roll, I think. I mean, like I said, he's still going to get the sinker reroll, but yeah, sinker's definitely blocked for sure. Now, if he wanted to get an additional shot, if sinker is blocked here, what he could have done was actually barrel roll pink over, which would have still given him, 3 shots into that blue fang. And there's the barrel is going center to center. Nice, clean, medium base movement there. Gains a stress because that is a red action on the Arc 170. 4 forward from Seavor. If you're not familiar with Captain Seavor, he has a pretty tricksy ability. Let's go ahead and read it there because it will most likely take into effect. It says, while you defend or perform an attack, before attack dice are rolled, if you are not in the enemy's bullseye, which right now Seavor is not in any of the bullseyes, so it applies to all the ships. So whichever one he's attacking or defending from, he spends a charge, and if you do, the enemy gains a jam token. So it's just stripping one of those tokens. Now, looking at his position, though, he's actually not going to have shots on either of the, I guess, on the pink arc, who has a focus here. There's the 1 bank. And that's bumping. Choo-choo, chugga, 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 chugga. So no action there. And Mace, one bank here, sitting at range 2. He's going to have a couple shots coming in on him. Curious to know if Seavor has arc on there. Oh, that's not a straight line. He might. Yeah, I think that might be 3 shots going into Mace here. He has 3 force. And it looks like he's deciding to go ahead and target lock that number pink Fang Fighter through the rock. I think I would have gone at blue, but let's see how this works out. Okay, so he's rotating the arc to the front for his action. It looks like there was a lock over there on Han reaching out of range. So he's going to be reaching for sinker. All right, to determine that is in range. 2 dice. 2 on 2, no obstruction. Dice box is live. Here we go. And that's 2 hits. Natties. Seems good. 2 blanks early on here for Judealan. Going into sinker. 2 shields down. So Judealan may be rethinking his decision here. All right, so it looks like Mace is deciding to shift targets here, going range 2 into the blue Fang Fighter, seeing if he could take it off the table before it shoots. Here we go. Has a force, probably spends it here. Hit, hit, crit. That's a good start here. 3 dice coming in from the Fang. Has a focus token and he needs to spend in order to avoid the crit, and does. A chicken range from Seavor to Mace. That's going to be in range. And an arc. Range 3 through the rock. Uses Seavor's ability to jam off the target lock, essentially making Mace's, target lock null. Though the way he rolled, didn't actually matter. 1 crit coming in from Seavor. Should be fine. Mace is going to have 4 dice, range 3 through a rock, 4 total. And got it. Sinker might have a shot on Han. And has a shot, range 3 through a rock. It's going to 3 dice on 3. +1 for range, +1 for the rock. 3 on 3. Sinker has no modifiers here. Yes, and Han's ability is going to give him an additional dice. 2 hits coming in, and He's taking one. All right, here we go. Range 1 coming in from Pink. Has a sinker reroll and a focus. This should be a pretty hard hit. Concordia is live, though. That seems good. You spend that focus for 4 hits. You know you're getting 1 at least. Concordia is going to give him 1. He's going to take 2 damage there total. And that was on blue. Still has an additional attack coming from green here. Let's see if he can survive that. And it is another range 1 shot, 4 dice. All right, has sinker available. That's 2 crits in there. Can only reroll 1. Sitting at 2. He's going to use Concordia to change a blank to an evade and avoids any of those crits. Honestly, that Fang fighter living probably should have taken at least 1 more damage there, the way the math looks out. But hey, sometimes it happens. Carl thinking about his target selection here. He's got, I think it's time to go at Mace. Yep, there it is. Range 2 shot at Mace. You want to try to deplete that force. He's debating now. It's the waffle. I honestly think Mace, you have 2, you've taken already a shot at him. I know that he didn't take any damage, but he's spent some force to keep the pressure on. Hit, crit. Gets 2 evades. Takes a crit. That's going to be a shield. That will be obstructed, most likely. If he goes at Mace, range 2 at Sinker, unobstructed. Or range 2 obstructed at Mace Windu. Carl thinking about it. I mean, I think at this point you've nicked the shield off Mace and you have him there. I think you take the shot on Mace. It'll be 3-on-3. You got to focus. He has the force, but again, you're depleting a resource if he has to spend it. Though I mean, I get it. You got a juicy shot on Sinker. Without those rerolls from Sinker, those. All right, he's gonna choose Sinker. He's going for the range 1 shot. Spends focus for 2. It was a range 2 shot. Excuse me. Has 1 die and takes 2. So that's going to be another shield and first card there. 1 away from half points. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, 1 away from half points. All right, and it's important to note that with Hans, with the Lando's Millennium Falcon title, if Judealan does stress himself with things like K-turns and stuff like that, that's gonna be bad. He doesn't really want to. Judealan really doesn't want to have to use those red maneuvers. He has the back arcs on the Arc 170s. I want to see what Judealan's gonna do to get Mace out of this cluster because he's in a bad spot, I think, right now. Carl came really fast out of his deployment zone, and basically still has Judealan in that in the corner there. You got to get Mace out. He's got to get out. Now, one good thing for Judealan is because his arcs are here. The Fang, the blue one, doesn't have a lot of options and places to go where he can block Mace. So that's a good thing. A question, of course, is does the 4K fit here? It's close. It's close. You got 1 base, 2. Less than 2. Oh, that's close. That's very close. Whether or not that fits, I think he's got it though. If he wants to bust that 4K here, though, I mean, if you don't want to really press your luck, since you did, you got those back arcs live, he might just want to, you know, 5 straight, and you start to boost around here, try to get out of range, have range 3 shots only, have a focus token, and you bring in pink here, hard 2, and attack into the side arcs of those Arc 170s, or just get in the way, right? If the hard 2 fits here, and you boost, just blocking them up, taking away those actions, which could give Mace fits. Mace, what are you doing? Now, I do want to remind you guys here, when I'm analyzing, always just go through all the options. Helps me think through it. Arc 170s, I'm liking. I mean, if this is happening from pink, you want to try to, I think, 2-bank. You 2-bank over. Maybe, I mean, it might be kind of risky, but you could even risk turning green out, or even 1-banking forward. So you can go 2-bank, 1-bank here, and be able to get some shots onto Han. Now, I think one risk in flying a list with Sinker, you pay the points to have his ability, but sometimes it's not the right choice to keep that ability active. You wanna make sure that you're thinking more about positioning than just abilities. Looks. All right, looks like dials are set. Party time. All right, let's see, what is Carl doing? So Carl going for the 3-bank. Does he get around that rock? I think he's going to clip it. I think the 3-bank was a little bit greedy. I think the 5 straight would have been a little bit better. Let's see. Does he get around? Oh, he gets around. Nice. All right. Good job, Carl. All right, now has that boost focus available. Get out of there. And there's the boost, and he'll be dropping the focus for the just in case. Better to be safe than sorry. See some people over there talking about point adjustments coming up. Yes, that's happening in late June. At least FFG is having a live stream about it. I would assume if they're having a live stream about it, that's when they're going to drop it. Here's Pink. All right, Pink is going 2-bank towards the bottom. Carl seems to be kind of regrouping here, not pressing the attack. Maybe he likes to keep both fangs together. Drops the focus, just kind of hiding them behind the rock for right now. So those Arc 170s have tons of room. All right, busting a 4K with the pink Arc 170. Stressed. One straight. I think Judealan really thought that that pink arc was coming up the gap there. I did too. And we'll see what Sinker does. All right, he's going one hard into the scrum. Right now he'll have a shot onto the green arc 170, maybe Mace, depending on what Mace did. Sinker also doing the 4K. So getting out of Seavor's arc and placing a 3-die arc onto him. Pink will have a reroll. Green will not. Well, on attack. He's not even going to get a shot, most likely, though. Mace is also 4King. He's going to regen a force. Is he going to be sitting... Oopsie. Is he going to be sitting at range 1 of Seavor without a shot? I think that is the case. I think... And here is the sloop from Carl. So the arc currently pointed front back, and Mace is sitting there. Ooh, is that an arc? I think it might be. Start of engagement. He's going to go ahead and check range. He's got a range 3 on Mace. It's going to be a 3-on-3. Because he's stressed, it's going to be an additional die for Han, giving him 3 dice total on the attack. Here we go. One of each, just one. Mace is fine. Mace probably just going into, depending on the ranges, maybe just you go into pink. Range 2 through a rock. It's going to be 3-on-4. Pink hasn't taken any damage yet, but honestly, I think Carl doesn't mind him shooting at pink here if he spreads the damage around. Spends 1 force, hit crit. Gets 2, no problem. All right, Seavor, range 1 in the Mace. This could hurt. Mace does have the force. All right, spends a focus for 2. Mace will have 2 dice here. Probably going to get nicked here. Ooh, natties, baby. You know what? Sometimes just rolling good is a strategy. Let's go ahead and close out that poll. And for anybody who's just joining us today, we got 9 total rounds of action today. We got rounds 1 through 6, plus top 8, top 4, and the final. This is going to be a long day. We'll see who can last the Ironman tournament with me. Good morning to Shannon. How you doing? All right, Sinker. 3 hits into Seavor. And Seavor's gone. Deleted. You know, that's the risk with these TIE fighters. You have a lot of times when you get into attacking position, you want to spend that focus on the attack. And you don't have any mods on defense, and he just disappears. We had seen quite some good variants on green dice so far, and there it is. It runs out. So Judealan ahead 52-0. And it looks like Pink has a range 3 through a rock. The Arc 170 onto the Fang. This would be 3-on-5. Only modifier is a Sinker reroll, which is going to be 1, which honestly doesn't really matter. Most likely with 5 dice, he would not have taken any damage. And I wonder, these two players, I believe, are both local, so there might be a little bit of here. When you see two people play on stream who've played together a lot, there is this extra level, like the princess, uh, the whole like, I know what you want to do, so I'm not gonna necessarily do what you think I'm gonna do. Try to go to the next level, or do I do what you think? Like it's just this whole back and forth. We'll see. We'll see what gets working here. Mace. Looking at Mace's options, he had the K clear. I think I might just 2 forward with Mace, maybe 3, and start to give chase to those fangs. Especially if you think Pink is coming this way. Which right now, Pink's in a 50-50 spot. Obviously, Blue is going to be coming around here. But I don't think Mace doesn't want to be, jousting those things. That's not his job. His job is to be an arc dodger. Of course, you got Han waiting in the wings. And I think Carl wants to play in here, right? He has Trick Shot. He has Kira. Currently, he has a target lock here, so he's ignoring that debris. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him actually shift the target lock to one of these center rocks in order to give him some different options. 33 minutes left in the round. I want to thank everybody who's joining us today. We got 249 people watching here on Twitch. Unfortunately, our YouTube UI doesn't work. They're doing some work on YouTube, so we actually can't even see how many people are watching on YouTube right now. But hello to our YouTube crowd as well. Looking at our sub bar right now, we're at 71. Yes, we have stretch goals today, guys. With the topping out at 100, we got some awesome stream prizes that we're giving away. We gave 2 away yesterday because we started hitting that goal. We got 2 others left. And, of course, we have our Patreon exclusive giveaways we're going to be doing at the end of the day for anybody who is currently a patron, and also a couple of giveaways for new patrons. Should be a good time. So we'll see what the plan is here. It looks like both of those ARC 170s are set, the 104s. Thinking about Sinker. Sinker's in a weird spot because he's behind Mace. The 4K there, blocking some of the options that Sinker has. And Sinker has the lowest health out of these arcs, having all shields down and a card. 1 away from half. 136 on YouTube. Thank you so much, Twisted Way. And thank you, Scott. Carl asking about point values. Never be afraid to ask your opponent about their point values while you're playing a game. It's important. Honestly, during a big event, I like to write them down. All right, Pinky, 1 hard. Going into the fray. The boost here turns you a little bit, but you might be getting popped by Pink, the Pink ARC 170. A 1 forward drops you. All right, he's boosting in. Reality Lemon asking about, do the rules prevent you from writing down your opponent's points? So, like, I've asked the developers, I've asked judges, and the rules on note-taking are basically copied and pasted from their card games. And the points are part of the game state. You're fine. If you want to write them down, guys, write them down. And if somebody gives you that hard of a time, send them my way. But yeah, in my opinion, anything that's game state-wise, which that is one of them, you can write that down. That's just like tokens and all that. It's in that same realm. All right. One straight, going to trade some range 2 shots with the Fang. We got some pink on pink action coming our way. All right. Looks like green is attempting the 4K. Just having a flipping gallery here of these ARC 170s. One thing, you know, for Carl's benefit, though, Judealan's spending a lot of time thinking about these fangs when Han can really tear you up with that stress. All right, looks like he's probably just going to go ahead and bump there, relieving the stress. That's probably just a 1 or a 2 forward. Yep, just going to be a bump. So that was probably a 1 or a 2 forward. The pink fang is in a bit of a rough spot. A 2 forward from Mace probably gets him into range 1, which, of course, for the fangs isn't a terrible thing. And there's a 3 straight. And you just target lock. That's going to clear the stress. Does it clear? Three straight was a little aggressive. If it fits, it sits. There it is. I think you just target lock here. And there it is, target lock. I think pink is going to be leaving us here pretty soon. One bank from Han Solo coming towards sinker. Got to look at the base to see if it's going to end up being in trick shot, and I think so. So sinker's no longer stressed. But he could have gone 4 dice, you know, going into green, but he chooses to target lock sinker, see if he can get him off the board. It's a good idea as well. All right, here's range 2 into sinker. All right, here we go. Lock, so I guess it's range 1. They said range 2. Actually range 1. He gets an evade, takes a crit. And what the crit is? Panicked pilot. He's going to take 2 stress on sinker. Han likes that. Panic pilot assigning 2 stress tokens to a pilot. Panic. All right, Mace. They're going to try to get rid of this pink fang here. Range 1, 4 dice, has all 3 force available and a target lock. Let's roll them. All righty. Spends a force for 4 hits. So that fang's taken 1 no matter what. Has all 4 of its hold left, and Concordia gives him 2. He's taken 2. That's half points right now. On pink, still has a few shots coming into him from those ARC 170s. Might not even get an attack. I think here, sinker. I think these guys, you just go into pink. You got to make sure you get it off the board here. Judealan deciding his target here. Waiting for... He's going at pink. I think that's the right choice, Judealan. Here we go. Has a sinker reroll. No, he is sinker. He does not. Just one. Ooh. You know, blanks happen. Takes one. Down to one hole. Green will go next. Green is going into pink. Here we go. And has a sinker reroll. He's in the side arc. He rerolls one. Has a focus. No, he does not. That's from green. It's just hit crit. Has 4 dice. Looking for paint. And has to spend the focus to live. Still has one more shot coming in from the pink Arc 170, who probably cleans this up with the range 2 shot here. And here we go, 3 dice. Sinker reroll coming in. And that's 3 hits. Most likely pink doesn't live here. Looking for natties. Carl's looking for natties, and not today. The Zealous Recruit taken off the board, bringing Judealan up to 96 points. The Blue Fang will have a shot onto Sinker. Chat claiming we now know who the real number pink is. All right, Blue taking a range 3 shot into Sinker. Here we go. Average. Spends focus for 2. And takes 1. Sinker down to 3 hole there. So obviously that engagement favoring Judealan heavily, being able to get rid of one of those ships. One of the issues here, though, is that Carl still has Han Solo. But I feel like, I don't know, you know, Han engaged, I think, 1 turn too late. He wasn't in the initial engagement. I think that Sinker could have been taken off the board, and not being gone, I think, is really hurting. Really, really hurting. And good morning, afternoon, and good night to anybody who's joining us right now. Shout out to all the fam out there. $21 and change left here. Marcel Manzano on the chat talking about what he likes to talk about. We'll just leave it at that. All right, looking at some of the options here, you got Sinker double stress. Obviously, he can't really go anywhere. You know, he can't K-turn. Which, looking at Judealan's play style, he likes K-turning these Arc 170s. You might get the 4K here from pink, just because. You know, with this, since this rock here is not locked, actually, I don't hate the idea of just 2-turning into here and just getting in Han's way. You could then 1 bank with this Arc 170, and you get arcs onto the green, most likely. Though, of course, you do have that Fang probably going into that gap. Yeah, I mean, I still like the 1 bank from Sinker, honestly. This stress token belongs to nobody. Mace is unstressed. I think you just get the one hard here. One hard and figure it out later. You got boost, you got barrel roll. Get where you got to go. It's not working. Chat's not working here. I'm so sad. All right. Danger Box asking, what are my plans now that we hit our next goal of 700 patrons? Yes, I'm working on it, guys. Alrighty, Fang Fighter, 2-turn. Yeah. All right, so it looks like you guys can see my. There we go. It's popping up now. It wasn't. My chat wasn't updating. All right. Dropping the focus there. Clears that. And too hard coming in from the pink Arc 170. Wearing that pink plot armor. He's feeling brave. Probably just going to drop a focus here. Thank you, Lagerman, for your sub. We're at 73 total. Green taking the 2-bank? A 3-bank. Is a 3-bank red on the Arc 170s? Am I remembering that incorrectly? I am remembering that incorrectly. It is white, no problem. No stress, no problem. Still stressed, hanging out, ready to pop that Arc 170. Sinker trying to 2-bank over his friends here. I don't think that's going to happen, but he gets to try. Everybody's entitled to try. All right, flying casual. Say, hey, you basically just going to move forward. There it is. So that's going to be 3 shots sitting into there, and has green in the side arc for the reroll. All right, Mace, hard one. That's what we talked about here. Hard one and figure it out later. He has the option if he wants to fine-tune, boost, barrel roll, and then boost. He's just going to go ahead and go for the boost, and I think plan is to chase after Han. Oh, you're right, Porgs, you're right. Sinker doesn't work at range 0. You're right. I've caught people on that several times. That's what I get. Looks like Han trying to 3-turn out of the fray here. Whew. That is that. Oh my god, that template is at range 0, guys. No overlap, but definitely range 0. But he does get blocked there by Sinker and ends up on the rock. No shot for Han Solo. You know, and while he's on that rock, honestly, he can't really be punished too much for it. Mace is over there. He does need to. He does need to roll for the rock. Ask Carl if he rolled for the rock. You want to ask Carl if he rolled for the rock? All right, no damage on the rock. All right, sinker into the fang. Only one hit. Honestly, this Concordia saves him. Green range 1, also no mods. No. It turned out to be a blank. The sinker reroll was technically illegal, but doesn't matter. And that's going to be 3 hits. Takes 1 damage, down to 1. So I'm going to have to check the range in arc for blue. Range 2 from blue into sinker, just trying to get him off the board. Hit crit. Oh, could do it if there's a direct hit in here. Taking 2 for sure. Direct hit, sinker taken off the board. No more sinker re-rolls. And Carl climbing his way back. Every victory counts. Every ship you take off the table is 1 less gun. And he, you know, the Fang really showing its strength here. You know, he only took 1 damage in all those dice, but that's what those Fangs do. You know, on 3 dice without any mods. Okay, you're expected to get about basically one evade each time. But you know, even though some variants didn't go Carl's way, you know, rolling 3 blanks, and he's got 1.
Carl, you said yours were bad too.
Carl whispering into my ears, saying that my dice are bad.
Situation bias. You're not thinking about your attacks.
Oh, having a good time here at the Team Covenant trial. And that is that, you know, even with some below average greens on the Fang, he's still living. Carl thinking about his options here. All right, Carl has decided It's party time. Remind you guys, we do have a total of 9 rounds hanging out today. It's going to be a long day. Gonna try to save my voice a little bit. It is starting to go. I don't know if you guys can hear some of that raspiness. It's all these events in a row starting to try to hurt me here. All right, 5 straight coming from blue. Get out of town. I like this move here. I like it. I like it. Let's see what happens here. Judealan did miss a couple opportunities last turn, I thought, with some better positioning for Mace, but let's see if he can recover here. 4K from Pink. So that means that Mace needs to do I think a 1 hard in order to not get self-bumped. One bank goes ahead and clears the focus. Should be going towards the bottom of the board, I believe. There it is. Utilizing that back arc. Thinking about his action, probably just drops the focus there. There it is. And Mace. I think, is that a 5K or 5 straight? 5 straight, getting out of town. It's like, hey, I knew my arc's gonna be kind of in the way. Let me just not be here right now. And he kind of just resetting for Han. He's gonna use some fine tune. I saw him flip the force there. Now debating where he wants to go. Honestly, I like the barrel roll to the left. I like that. Yes, I love it. I love it. Gives him options next turn with that 1 hard, being able to choose what direction he wants to go. And adds a boost there for the attack. Excuse me, for the action. Maybe he's anticipating Han coming towards the top of the board here. One straight from Han. That's going to be another trick shot into Pink. That's going to be 4 dice because of the Lando's Millennium Falcon and trick shot ability. And drops the focus there. All right, it's going to be obstructed. Counting up those dice. All right, here we go. 4 on 3. Han has a focus. Why is there 5? Trick shot. Trick shot ability. Lando's Falcon. Got it. 5. Sorry, this is always, that combo always gets me. Bad at counting. Sorry, guys. All right, so getting some more damage there on the Arc 170s. So that's 2 shields down onto Pink. All right. 2 hits. All right, 4 dice coming from Han. Got it. And spends a focus for 2 out the back. And shields are officially down on Han Solo. Still holding on. Still holding on. Not half points yet. Only a few minutes left. I think if I'm Carl, right, you got to look at your situation here. He is currently 42 points down. 42 points down. If he can get rid of one of these Arc 170s, play quickly and get rid of one of these, that actually ties him up and gives him a chance in his final salvo. If he can nuke one and half on the other, that's even better. Because I think Judealan has decided not to play with Mace anymore. He's keeping him out of the fight, which with 4 minutes left and the score being so close could cause some risky business. We'll see what happens here. But I think if I have Mace, I'm going to keep him in the fight. Just to keep the pressure on. Fang, 2 turn. Debating the linked action here. Excuse me. And deciding to boost in. All right, hard 2 from the green Arc 170. Judealan, one thing he has done really well is cycling these Arc 170s in and out, forcing Carl to spread damage. Now he's bringing in Pink, though it is the injured one. Tossing out the target lock there onto the blue Fang Fighter at range 3. Mace just hanging out, two straight. 2 straight and chill, man. And force evade. All right, range 3 from Han Solo. I think he's got the rock again. Good placement there by Carl. No more stress there. Trick shot plus Han's ability, going to give him a total of 4. And he's spending it. Looking for that hit crit. No damage there. All right, has a target lock from Pink, range 3. 2 hits, spends the lock. 3 hits. All right. Carl, was it range 3? Got it. All right, forgot one. So he's fine. Yeah, no damage there. 1. And takes the damage. Shields are down on pink. And time in the round. Carl able to hold on to some points here. MOV does matter in this hyperspace format. 96 to 54. Congratulations to Judealan getting the first W here. Round 1, I guess round 1B of the Tulsa, Oklahoma hyperspace trial. How's it going, everybody? So thank you guys so much for joining us. We're doing giveaways and all that stuff. We actually gave those 2 away yesterday. So we got 2 other sets of giveaways, and we're creeping up. We got 75 subs at the moment. At 80, we have a Minoc Upgrades binder we're giving away. And at 100, we have a beautifully painted Ahsoka Tano repaint done by Luke Carrington on the Gold Squadron paint cast. And it comes with a Campaign Against Cancer keychain die. So when we hit those goals, we'll do that basically the round after, assuming we have time. Let's go ahead and do a few of our card giveaways. Our card giveaways are brought to you by our patrons. Our patrons are the largest group of supporters we have here at Gold Squadron. They're the ones that really make all this possible. And really quick shout out, I want to give a shout out to Quality Time Games, because this trip, the travel for this trip, is actually he has some connections and was able to use some of those connections to get me here for free, essentially. So that's awesome. Thank you so much to Quality Time Games. He actually has a YouTube channel. If you look up Quality Time Games, has some older stuff on there for first edition. Hoping to do some second edition stuff here in the future. Alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead. We have 5 cards we're giving away here. Looks like somebody we just hit 80 there. We just hit 80. Who pushed us over the mark? Quicken says, I want to help the team. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs out there, getting people the gumboats in their laps. All right, let's go ahead and do our giveaways here. Now, if you've never won a giveaway on Gold Squadron Podcast, never participated, it's very easy. All you got to do is be in the chat. All you got to do is be in the chat. Just typing. That's it. You actually only have to type 1 time, and you're good basically for 15 minutes. That's how the timeout works. If you win, you type !win, fill out the form completely and correctly. Make sure it's all in there. Make sure you got the lines right. That way we can get you guys your stuff. All right, going to give you guys a couple of seconds to get set on what you want to. All right, there we go. It's charging up. I see the eligible people rolling in here. All right, let's go ahead and give away our first item. Our item is going to be a FFG shield upgrade. I love the art on this. It's super cool. All right, who's getting that shield upgrade? 3, 2, 1, roll it. Cynical Gaming, congratulations for getting yourself that shield upgrade. Next card here, we have an FFG official Dead Man Switch here. Also very cool art. I didn't realize in the first edition art that he had a bomb in his hand. Or a thermal detonator, right? Pretty cool. Bam. All right, who's going to get that? 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Quickened. Look at that. He gives the subs, he gets the stuff. Look at that. It's luck, man. It's luck. That's how fate works. Let's go ahead and let's do Howl Runner, second edition Howl Runner. Here we go. FFG official. 3, 2, 1. Roll it. Everybody set everybody's results in? Are we ready? Oh, all right. All right, guys. We're going to get ready for round 2. We'll be right back.